every good deed is done and facilitated and comes to an end. And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wa jalla wa ala rewards by His fadl and grace. Whilst on the other hand, the human being commits wrong on his accord by himself, herself, misusing the ability given by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So Allah Jalla Majduhu clarified, very clearly mentioned that Inna ad-deena 'inda Allahi al-Islam, the all of the system and what Allah wants from us is submission to His will. But that freedom of will can be misused as well, abused as well. So something which can give life, we make it means of death to ourselves. Whilst Allah Jalla Majduhu has given life for what did Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala say? وَمَا خَلَقْتُ الْجِنَّ وَالْإِنسَ إِلَّا لِيَعْبُدُونَ. Allah Azza wa Jal gave life for obedience and worship and to be successful and to be good to oneself and others. That is the thing. So we are the ones that who even misuse that freedom given by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wa jalla wa ala. So something which is created for one purpose and a person uses for another purpose, which is a wrong purpose, then the person is doing oppression, harm. Like there are many, for example, detergents, liquids which are there for purification, cleaning kitchen, toilets, other dirt. But there are many people who are using it for drugs and addiction and things. But the manufacturer did not ever make those liquids, those cleaning detergents, so that people are addicted, people use it as drugs. Their intention is never that. Their intention is, and also on those bottles, these warnings are given that don't abuse, you shouldn't misuse, etc., etc. And they were created. But if someone wants, they can use it. People use it for spilling on other people's faces, acids and other things. So it was for the benefit. The manufacturer wrote that you should use it and don't abuse it, any liquid. But people do. Same is happening. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the manufacturer, creator of us and everything and system. He never created us to punish us as such, or actually that we cause mischief. But He mentioned His purpose of creation was ibadah and obedience and blessing people. But then some of us, they choose actually, they do exactly opposite for what we were created for. And we use the things opposite for what we created, what they were created for. So Ruh Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created so that we can have an existence, we can have an entity. And Allah Jalla Majdu blessed the ruh with so many qualities, so many sifat, and blessings, and even interaction with the spiritual world, hearing the kalam of Allah, alastu bi rabbikum, and others. But many of us, we are using that ruh, which is sort of life source, for causing chaos, for causing mischief, for actually wasting life, creating problems for others, oneself. We're using like this actually. It was never created for this. Similarly, Allah Azza wa Jal created intellect so that we may think goodness for us and we may stop from where, because aql in Arabic means actually to stop. So it stops you from harm. It stops you from any harm coming to you. So it makes decisions. It can make decisions to stopping you from harm. So rather than working for how we can stop from harm, we had sometime use it as a means to cause harm to ourselves and be rebellious. So exactly, our aql was never created. It was to know Allah and to obey Allah and to benefit oneself and others. That was the intellect. The nafs was also created for the benefit. If nafs was not there, there would be no desire in you, no emotion in you. You will be like dead bodies roaming around. So the nafs actually was created and purpose is for that it can benefit us. We can enjoy life and afterlife. We can do all these things, food and other desires, drinks, the enjoyment, the pleasures of dunya, the pleasures of even akhirah, the physical pleasure, marrying and other things, and desire, they come from the nafs and they are for our benefit. That is why we enjoy, we take pleasure, actually. And that was created, that person takes pleasure in these things. But then again, some of us, we choose to not to take pleasure as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, but rather actually make life hell for others. We entertain such desires that ends up in disaster for others and also putting ourselves in difficulty at the end. So we wrong the ruh, wrong the intellect, oppress the intellect, and oppressing the nafs as well actually. So Allah Jalla Majdu never said in the Quran the nafs does wrong to anyone, the nafs does zulm upon the person, but it is said that actually that we do zulm, we oppress, we are unjust, and we practice injustice towards the nafs actually, when we do not let it enjoy, because it can't actually enjoy in unlawful actually pleasure, because at the end there is disaster. Because like it has enjoyment, it also feels the agony, the pain, the deprivation and stress and anxiety and all these things also it feels, because all emotions. As you know, sadness is an emotion, it is related to nafs very closely. Worry and anxiety, although the mind thinks, but the one who feels the part is actually this. So the nafs was created for our benefit, so we can enjoy and we can live. Life becomes better when we have happiness, we have pleasure, we have other things. mean, the emotions, anger, all these things are for our benefit. Fear benefits us, stops us. Anger protects us. And some are the pleasures. So like the spirit, the ruh was created and person can abuse it. The intellect was created for our benefit, that it stops and keeps us within the limits, and we tend to go over the limit and we try to take from it the role which it was never created for. It was not created to decide rules of life and purpose of life. So those people who are thinking still they are lost, they have not found. It was there to think how to obey the divine commands and how to achieve the divine purpose in creation. Then it is perfectly, it works well. And then, as I said, the nafs was created for our benefit, that we have this lawful enjoyment actually in it. And then we even do zulm upon the nafs, in the sense not giving its rights to it.